I'm Caleb. This is Nolan. This is Wade, and we're the Spectacular Trio.
Awesome. Well, I'm Connie Ma, and my husband and I and one of our daughters own two restaurants called the Burger Shop in Hernando.
Nice. How is it owning a restaurant in this crazy time called 2020?
It has been crazy. Fortunately, we didn't totally lose business during the pandemic because we offered curbside services, and we still do. Although you can come in and dine in, you're also able to call in your order and we'll bring it out to you if you need it.
Nice. So what kind of food do you serve there?
I get specialty.
You do get special treat, don't you?
Yes,
what do you get?
The grilled chicken.
The grilled chicken. We serve a variety of specialty items like mahi fish, and you can get it as a fish taco, a sub, or a wrap. We also do shrimp po' boys, so our shrimp is also everything that we do is baked for one. So in our convection ovens, we do shrimp, we do mahi fish, we have chicken, we do pork and beef, and we also do hamburgers. That's a little variety. We do soups, salads, and chilies. We do subs, wraps, or sandwiches. Yes.
Well, it all sounds very good. I am hungry now. Yeah.
And where are you from?
Me and Wade are in Colorado.
Oh, what part of Colorado?
We are about 30 minutes out of Denver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In Erie.
Okay.
In Erie.
Okay. I lived in Colorado Springs for a little over a year.
Okay.
We lived in Aurora.
Yep.
Many years ago for about 2 years. But we used to do home cooking, and so that kind of phased out. So people want something good that they can grab and go, or even one of our restaurants is just dine out only, so they can sit around the picnic tables. Their kids can play in the yard area, just while they just sit and relax and socialize.
So you and Caleb live near each other?
We do.
Okay.
Caleb and I actually attend the same church.
Yes,
but Caleb and his family frequents our restaurant, and Caleb loves coming there.
Oh, I do.
Well, if I'm ever in town, I will definitely come.
Oh, you're coming.
Me too.
Oh, please do. Let me treat you when you come.
You actually will love the food that you won't want to leave.
We have specialty burgers, so we're not your normal burgers. We have one with a Southwestern omelet on top. And then we have a Royal Crown burger, which is a fried egg on top. We have a jacked up chicken sandwich, which is really spicy with a Cajun slaw. We have the Dirty Rancher is what that burger's called, with a Southwestern omelet on it.
That sounds amazing.
My favorite though, and I'm kind of picky, but I enjoy the mahi fish in a butter garlic sauce. And then I like my husband to toast like a tortilla. And if he'll toast that, and then I can eat my fish with that. Oh, it is so good. Kind of makes me hungry right now.
So, Caleb, it sounds like you go there frequently. What do you usually get? Do you like get a variety of stuff? Or?
I get there to grilled chicken.
That's all you get?
I sure love me some grilled chicken from the burger shop.
Do you like our potato wedges, Caleb?
What is it?
The potato wedges. You know,
I
we don't
think I've
serve
had those.
we don't serve French fries. We just have garlic potato wedges. We have loaded potato wedges, which is real bacon chopped up and
Real
shredded
bacon?
cheese. Yeah, real bacon. Like knocked your bacon bits out of a.
What are they? Fake?
Well, it's processed. They have processed bacon bits, and so we serve the real bacon bits.
I don't think I've had that.
But you'll have to try that with some ranch beside it and dip it in some ranch.
I've
Mm.
never had ranch
Oh.
either.
Hold on. Let me book my flight real quick.
No, it's like I gotta go.
Like, hey, you guys finish this. I'm gonna just head over.
Come on over.
I'm picky like you are.
It's all good.
Because I don't like ketchup, mustard, or mayonnaise, or that ranch dressing.
Oh,
I don't even eat salad.
oh my goodness. Oh, and we serve like a lunch plate where it's a hamburger steak and gravy, and we make our own gravy.
I don't eat that either.
I know you don't, but it's also comes with a side of fresh asparagus
Oh, I've had that before. Asparagus.
with the garlic and Parmesan cheese. Yeah, it's so good.
It tastes like big green beans.
Yes, Mr. TJ knows how to season it up.
Season's good. Just how much we eat is on the option.
Right.
So how long have you been doing this restaurant stuff for?
This is going on 6 years.
Oh wow, nice.
Yeah. We've had one, my daughter's been open up over a year at her place. So we have two in one town.
Oh nice.
So aren't there supposed to be a third?
We had a third one and it was down in Batesville. And when the pandemic hit, it really killed all the businesses downtown Batesville. So that was another little small country town that we had opened one up. And the pandemic really did a hardship on that town.
Is that where the train was?
It was. Mm-hmm.
Because I was on
Polar
that
Express.
train.
When it derailed?
Yeah.
Oh, dear Jesus. No,
Yeah.
that would have freaked me out.
Like we were there before it ever happened.
Oh. My. Yeah, we didn't get
We
a
went
chance
like
to
the
ride
day
it
before.
last year.
No, we rode it before it happened.
Mm.
Wait, what happened?
One of our is called Christmas Town, the train to Christmas Town or something like that.
I wish it was the Polar Express.
Right. But it was similar to the Polar Express. And anyway, they showed the Polar Express movie and they read the book and we rode the train and you could see stuff out the windows where
And
people
Santa.
decorated. Oh, yes, Santa came on board. And so it was a really neat treat for the kids of all ages. And anyway.
The cookie and hot chocolates.
Yeah, and then they had an accident where the train derailed. And it didn't hurt anybody, but they couldn't get it. The civil engineer people couldn't get it all fixed back up in time. So they had to cancel the rest of their rides.
That's really sad, but it does sound like an amazing place. Sounds like something.
We went there as a family tradition.
Yeah. So you said y'all live outside of Colorado, Denver?
Yes.
And where was that?
In Erie.
Erie. Okay, I've heard of Erie, Colorado.
Yeah.
We used to love living in the Springs. We were just talking about that today, that there's a couple that moved here. They're from Canada, but they moved from Colorado Springs to here, to Mississippi. And we were talking about how much we miss the Garden of the Gods, because even through the pandemic,
Oh yeah.
that was open so you could ride through there and do all that fun stuff and see the kissing camels. And
Kissing camels.
my favorite little place there was Manitou Springs, to go and ride through there. The beautiful scenery.
Yeah.
Mississippi has a lot of pretty scenery too. Um, if you're like a lake person or even a woodsy person, we have lots of that here in the Hernando area.
That's
I
good.
used to live in Hernando.
Yeah, you do.
I said I used to.
Oh yeah, you used to. You live in South Haven now.
Yes, ma'am.
Yep.
Yeah. Colorado's been it's not been good up here lately. So
Has it not?
I told you,
No.
move to
Fires.
Mississippi.
most of our mountain towns are in flames right now.
Oh gosh, when we lived there a few years ago, that 1 year we lived in Colorado Springs, there was a flood that
Yep.
flooded all of Manitou Springs. There was a fire, and it was like east of Colorado Springs, and there was a snowstorm. I told my mom, I said, I think we've met all seasons and all hazards living
Yeah.
in that 1 year in Colorado Springs.
Colorado's weather is we call it bipolar.
Yes. You can go to work in the morning and it's either warm or cold, and by that afternoon it's total opposite. I
Yep.
think I worked in what is that little town south of Springs? Anyway, I worked at a church there and taught preschool. And anyway, I went to work in flip-flops, a pair of shorts, and a t-shirt. When I got off work, there was a foot of snow on the ground. I'm like, really? Like, where did that come from? July 4th that year, it snowed.
That's
I was
Colorado
like,
for you.
yeah, I was like, I was putting pictures. People were like, where'd you get that picture? I'm like, outside my apartment. They don't believe you. I said, you got to live there to live through it.
Oh, we believe you.
Yes.
Oh, I believe it.
I got the other day I got a little video of half the sky was bright blue and the other half was just smoky. Like
Oh,
the smoke
wow.
was coming in.
And it was raining ashes where I
Yeah.
was too.
Oh, where? Wow,
Well,
that is wild.
I work at Walmart, and during break
Uh-huh.
time it was raining ashes, so I didn't eat outside because I didn't want it to get in my food.
Oh, I hear you.
Yeah. We don't get snow here that much. We get ash.
Gotcha.
It's sad, but yeah. Yeah, we have to be really careful when we go outside now too. Just because the air quality is not that great anymore.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah. All right, that's enough of the fires. Trying to think of stuff. Caleb, do you got anything?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll
How
let
do
Caleb
you
talk.
do how do you do the restaurant also being a teacher?
Well, in the beginning, when we started our restaurant, I would go to work and I would teach all day. And then at 4 o'clock, I would go to my restaurant and help my husband close. And we'd close about 9 o'clock. And I'd come home, get in the bed, and it'd start all over the next day. So our first year, that's how we worked it. Fortunately, now that
That's exhausting.
yes, it was exhausting. Fortunately, now though, we have our children and they work it. And one of our girls, Ava, she opened up her own. So she and her husband run that one. But Tony, our son, who's 21, helps his dad right now. Do you have anything else, Caleb?
How long do y'all think y'all will be still doing y'all's restaurant?
Well, I hope for a few more years anyway. You know, I think the pandemic is still kind of slowing us down a little bit, but we're not giving up. We're just going to keep our faith and and know that God is going to provide for us, and we're going to be all right.
Yes, we will.
You still go to the restaurants often?
Uh, I teach special needs, 9th through 12th grade, and I'm a self-contained class. So by the time I get off, I'm pretty exhausted now.
I
When
could
I was
tell that.
Yes, when I was working with my husband in the beginning, I was an inclusion teacher, so it wasn't as strenuous because I would just go into those different classes like biology and help kids with biology. But now I teach 3 subjects and I'm with my children all day long.
That's
So
exhausting.
if I go up there, it's very rare now to actually work. My husband, like I said, is able, he's got a couple of part-timers and my son and him. So he's good.
So which one does Katie work at?
Katie works at our Highway 51 location. That's Ava and Brandon's location.
Mm,
Katie is also another church member who goes to college and she works part-time.
yeah, I heard she twisted her ankle.
She did. She was working down at the
Cedar Hill Farm.
Cedar Hill Farms, yes, at the pumpkin patch, and she stepped and twisted her ankle.
Ouch.
So I know you teach special needs. Do I think you guys have a program, like where after special needs kids graduate, they can go and get job and life skills, right? I'm pretty sure you guys have that kind of program.
We do.
Okay.
And that's really interesting because it's called Ability Works, which is Mississippi Rehab, and they go there and they can teach them job interview skills. They'll teach them how to do like sorting and counting items to package. And so from there, we partner with, or they, I shouldn't say we, they partner with the Mississippi Rehab
Facility.
Abilities. They partner with Sephora, which is a makeup company, and we have one of their warehouses in Olive Branch, Mississippi, which is it's still here in DeSoto County. And it's like from one end of our county to the other is about 30 minutes tops. So we're really, we're a big county. We're the second largest county in Mississippi, but we have a lot to offer. And that Sephora company, I've toured it, and my students could go in there and they could find a job of anything. There's something for everybody at Sephora.
Yeah, I was just wondering because we have that kind of program over here. It's called
Yes.
Transitions, and I'm actually in it. So they helped me get like a little job thing at Walgreens. So
what do you do at Walgreens?
I just stock stuff. So
Okay.
You didn't tell me you were at work at Walgreens.
Me either.
That's one of my favorite stores.
yeah.
I like Walgreens. They're always helpful, super helpful.
Now I'm gonna come to you.
I only do it on Thursdays from 1 to 2:30. So
Gotcha.
it's like
That
a
ain't
it's like a
that
little
long.
class. It's a class.
Okay, because yours is kind of like a job shadowing
evening.
class where somebody goes and you work side by side with somebody to stock shelves. Yeah. We don't really have that here, which I wish we did, because I know that in Colorado, I was looking at teaching in the special education department there, and they have a lot to offer. They'll pick their kids up in transportation and transport them to their jobs for a couple hours and then come make that round back, and they pick them up and they take you home. And I really wish Mississippi would do that, at least DeSoto County. You know,
Yeah.
that's something that I've always when I came back from Colorado, I was telling my district all kinds of stuff that they do out there because I was really impressed with how they have your high schools. I know in Colorado Springs is divided up as to if you want to do nursing or if you want to do welding or if you want to do whatever career you want it to do, you kind of specialize and went to that high school, which was
Yeah.
super cool to me.
Yeah, we have certain tech schools. I think that's what you're trying to say.
Yes, yes.
Yes. I was about to say, like, we don't have high schools just for that. That's a lot of
Right.
high.
Well, in Colorado Springs, it was like if my son wanted to, I guess the different tech schools were at different schools. Like you still did math, English, you got all those subjects in, but then this school over here in District 49 would have welding.
Yeah.
And we went to an 8th grade. It was almost like going to a college fair, but it was a high school fair. And that to me was really neat.
Well, yeah, it could also be very different from where we live because Colorado Springs is a little bit of ways. So
Right. Right.
yeah, here I never took any tech classes, but here we have the Boulder Tech School, and all the schools around the area, or I think it's just in BBSD, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you're in BBSD area, if you go to one of their schools, you can take like certain classes for stuff that you want to do. Like I know some of my friends did welding, makeup artists, car engineers, like mechanics, stuff like that.
Right.
So, like it's all under one building. So.
Oh, okay. Well, we have a VOTEC. It's called a Career Tech Center here as well. But you have to like have certain grade average. You got to make sure you've had certain classes because they earn certificates and they test out of those programs.
Yeah. So, how long have you been a special ed teacher?
I have been a special ed teacher for 14 years.
Oh, wow.
And I love it. I wouldn't have trade it for the world. I am, however, about to graduate with my master's in December, and I'm going to
You're in
do
college.
I am my last semester, and I'm going to graduate in December with my administration license, so I can become an assistant principal or principal.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to still work with special needs wherever they put me. I want to be over that department.
Yeah. That's really cool. And I think you just blew Caleb's mind.
I think I did too. You didn't know this old woman was in college, did you? Right. See, you're never too old to keep going to school. You can always find something.
Mm-hmm.
That's just funny. I love Caleb's reaction.
Oh, no, he's so silly. Silly boy.
And now he's good. Okay, there we go. He's back. All right, Caleb, you got anything else to ask? Wait, you good? I don't know.
Thank you for being our guest.
Oh, thank you for having me. I enjoyed meeting your new friends.
Thank you.
And we will let you know if we're ever in town so we can come.
Oh, please do. Please do. I'd love to treat you.
All right. Thank you so much. And if you could send me the link to your restaurant, I would love to put it in the video. Like in the description. So
I sure will.
Yep.
Okay.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Caleb. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome.